God. Okay. I think we are live, but I can't tell. Pretty sure we are. Let me check here. Okay, it says I'm live. I'm apparently live. Okay. We'll do that. And then what I'm gonna do is set it up. I want to make sure I can hear myself, and then I'm gonna post it on the Discord. And I'm also going to post it on Twitter so people know. I'm getting there. But I should be live. Actually, maybe I'm easier to do on my phone, actually, now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, it'll probably be easier and faster on my phone. Share. Copy link. Post it to the Discord. And then I'll post it on Twitter. Okay, that's that one, and then I post it on Twitter, and then we are going to start, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta use the hashtags, you know? And there we go. Okie dokie. Alright, so that's it. That's it. We're done. I posted it everywhere it needs to go. By the way, if you see me glancing on the other side, is that I'm using a second monitor, which is helping me out to be able to see the chat. So I have my camera here, but the chat is over here. So if you see me glancing back and forth, well, you guys know why. So the reason why I'm doing it as a live stream is because I was asked to by one of my viewers. When I initially made my first impressions of Scarlet and Violet, I was asked to do the full review in a live stream, so I decided to. Why not? Here we go. I actually beat the game a while ago. I just didn't have the time to do it, so I apologize that this review is out so late. I highly doubt people even care about this at this stage in the game, but it never hurts to bring it up and talk about it and give you guys my thoughts, since I know that the people that watch me care about my viewpoints on things, which it baffles me, but I appreciate it either way. I was going to show you guys some footage, but I don't know why my files are corrupted in my Dropbox, because I downloaded them from my Switch, right? Because I don't have a capture card, so I had to download them from my Switch, and I put them in my Dropbox, and for some reason, most of them aren't working, so I don't know if I'm able to show you guys everything I have, but if I can use some of the clips that I was able to save up, I will be happy to do that. I have a couple in here. Let me see how. I want to see exactly how many of them work, so that I'm able to show you guys all of those. Because I know I have some that are saying, "Hey, this one looks good," but for the most part, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and that makes me highly upset, because I worked really hard to get those fucking files from my Switch. So do you work? If I open, do you work? Like from what I can see, there's like a couple of them that look to be good to go, but for the most part, there's a couple of them that aren't working, and that makes me sad because I spent like a clean like half an hour trying to get this shit to work, and it's not working for me. So it makes me highly upset. But anyways, let's see. I'm being told that the stream is freezing. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. There's buffering. Let me open a widget. Oh god. Here, I'll just get rid of that. Maybe that'll help? I don't know. I hope so. I could probably get rid of this. I am trying to see what is happening. Like, I don't know if it's the computer or the internet, but I am checking. Let's see if I go to my settings over here. Stream. Wait, if I do this? No. Recording saved. And no, that's not what I want. If I do this and I do this, okay, I'm gonna click apply. Will that help? I'm not sure, but I'm going to try. Okay, it tells me the stream is healthy, and then all of a sudden it goes back to buffering. Oh my gosh. This thing, I'll never understand it. Let's try again. Maybe there's a different set of settings I can try here to try and get this to work out. If I go this, and then I do that, what is it gonna do? Let me apply those changes. Let's see. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. Give me a moment. I'm trying to get it to work, but I can't tell if maybe I should lower the bit rate to like 1600. Let's see. Okay, if it's better now, then I think we're good, right? I think we should be okay. Just let me know if it gets weird again. I haven't streamed in a while, so my settings are probably not as optimal as they could be. But thank you. Okay. Make sure things are good over here. Streams. I think that's good there. All right. So, if you guys are saying it's better now, then I guess we can continue. So, Scarlet and Violet. Games came out, a couple months ago, and I technically beat the games around, I want to say, December or January, somewhere around there. I don't quite recall exactly when I ended up finishing the games. But I did everything that I could besides filling out the Pokédex, which I never actually do. I think the only time I ever got close to doing that was in Ruby back when I was a kid. But completing the Pokédex has never been one of my goals ever in playing one of the games. So what I did do, so you guys know exactly how far I went, I did all the 3 storylines. I did the epilogue in Area 0. I caught all the 4 ruined Pokemon. I completed the little tournament at the end, and I did the challenge for the champion where I had to rebattle all the gym leaders again, and then so I basically did all of that. I don't remember if there was anything extra I did, thinking back on it now, but for the most part, that's as far as I got. I only did a couple Terra raids, and that was during the main course of me playing the game. I haven't done any post-game Terra raid battles, so I haven't done I didn't do the Charizard one, I didn't do the Cinderace one, I didn't do the Greninja one, I didn't do I forgot who the other one was, and I haven't even bothered to do the Typhlosion one, because I just don't care about Terra raids, and I haven't really had a motivation to do competitive in the actual cartridges for a really long time. So unless I get that kind of motivation, I'm probably never going to do that. For the foreseeable future, I'm not going to go post game, because if at that point I could just play Showdown, which I haven't done in a while anyways. So I don't even know what the meta is right now. All I remember is the last thing that was banned was, or they were planning on banning Shedtail. I think that's the last thing that we did. And a bunch of other stuff that's happened, but I haven't really been keeping up with it. So, that aside, my overall thoughts on the game. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down into parts, like I did with the first impressions, and then go from there. So, as a first look into the games, I think these games are the ones I've liked the most since Black and White 2. Okay, since Black and White 2, this is up there, right? I still put ranking wise, it's the Gen 5 games, Gen 3, a little bit of Gen 2, counting the remakes like the Heart Gold and Soul Silver, then Scarlet and Violet, and then it would be Sword and Shield, Gen 1, Gen 4, Gen 6, and 7. And the reason why I put Gen 7 at the bottom is not because I don't like Gen 7. Is the fact that I haven't completed Gen 7. I've actually started replaying Ultra Moon, and I have yet to beat it. I've gotten a little bit farther than I was back when I was originally playing it, but I still haven't finished the game, so I can't say for sure whether I like it or not. Is Violet better than Shield? Yes, I do think that Pokemon Violet is better than Shield. In certain aspects, I do think that Pokemon Shield still has some things over it. For one thing, is it's not as buggy as Pokemon Violet. I gotta give it that. I like, how do I put it? I like the overarching storyline that happens between you and Champion Leon in the game. I think that Leon is a better champion than what's her face? I don't even remember her name because she's just so forgettable. Mina? No, I don't think it's Mina. I'm gonna have to look it up because I just do not recall what her name is. But it's basically the champion from Scarlet and Violet. She's not good. Gita. See, close enough. I got close enough. Gita. I prefer Leon over Gita. I think Gita's like one of the weakest champions we've ever had. I think that's one thing. But as an overall package, I do think that Violet is better. I like the story of Violet a lot better. I like the characters in Violet a lot better. I like the gym leaders in Violet a lot better than I do in Sword and Shield. And like, bruh, like, Arvin is my boy. Like, I don't think that there's not a single character in Shield that comes close to Arvin's story. And I think like he's like my favorite part about Scarlet and Violet. Like, no, hands down. If Arvin wasn't in the game, I think the rest, like the story itself, would have been very much more mediocre. Because he just elevated it anyway. But what was I? Continuing on. I hope that answered your question. Block 928. Or what? So as an overall package, I do think that Scarlet and Violet is a really good game. I really enjoyed it. I had fun the whole way through. I had fun playing Shield. Right? That's one of the weird things is a lot of people complain about like the recent releases, and yes, they have their problems, but they're fun ass games, right? That's the one thing I don't understand. I don't understand why people tend to just focus on like little nitpick, and this is coming from me. I'm the nitpick guy. I nitpick at everything, and I was just able to enjoy the game. Yes, there's things I don't like about it. Yes, the games have flaws. But at the end of the day, are you having fun? Yes, I was having a blast, and I think I still stand by the fact that the Dex cut is the best thing that Game Freak has ever done, because it makes you experience the game as new, right? But if we still had every old mod in the game from the start, you know for a fact most people will just gravitate to the Pokemons they like, right? That's what they do. Every person I have ever met that plays Pokemon has their favorites, right? Everybody has a favorite. I have my favorite Pokemon, right? So at the end of the day, if those favorite Pokemons of yours are there, why would you ever use the new ones when you could just use the ones that you like, right? So I've never understood that ideology of like, oh well, I want to play with my favorites. No, the whole point of a new generation is that you play with the new mons, right? Why is that a problem? Why is that an issue? Why do people not like that? I'll never understand that. So that's one of the fun parts. The main draw for me with Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet is the fact that I was able to experience the Pokemon as new, right? I was not able to do that in Sun and Moon. I was not able to do that in X and Y. I was able to kind of do that in Black and White too, but at that point I already had my favorites from Black and White, so it's not the same thing. So realistically speaking, I haven't had that new sense of experience since Black and White. What is the best starter in your opinion of that game? In terms of my favorites, okay, Quavo or however the fuck you pronounce its name. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly how it's called right now because I can never pronounce it correctly. I think it's Quavo. Quavo? Yeah, Quavo. That one's my favorite. It's the final evolution of Quaxley. It's a giant. I think it's supposed to be like it's not a ballerina. It's Oh God, I keep forgetting what this thing is. Let me see if I see it in here. What it's supposed to be based off of, but it's like a famous not Japanese, Spanish dance routine. yeah, the carnival dances from Brazil and shit like that. So it's a freaking cool ass bird. Okay, hands down, like Quaquaval is like the best. For me personally, which is why Quaxley was like my starter of choice. But if we're talking about competitive, I think most people gravitate towards Skeledirge, which is the fire crocodile one. That's the one I've been seeing a lot of people saying is like the best one. It's purely because of its ability, nothing else. Like not because of design or whatever. It's strictly because of its ability. Is the fact that it's a tank that is able to boost the special attack because of its special its signature move, Torch Song. And then a lot of people, and then Meowscarada, which is the final evolution of Sprigatito. Like a lot of people like it, and it's definitely good, and its signature move is like broken, but I don't see a lot of people talk too much about it just because its ability was nerfed in this game. Like the ability it got is essentially one that was broken back in past gens, but they nerfed it in this gen, so it's not as good as it used to be. But in general, I think Quaquaval is definitely it's the one that won my heart in terms of the starters. So hope that answered your question. I know I can ramble a lot, man. I'm good at rambling when it comes to this stuff. What else? Okay, let's talk about the rest of the game. So visually, Scarlet and Violet does have some improvements over Sword and Shield. I still do think that Arceus was better visually. I think that the graphical design of that game was much better than Scarlet and Violet. But I think it's an improvement. Granted, the differences is that Legends Arceus was open world in the sense that it's open world because of in certain chunks, right? It's not that the whole map is open. Whereas Scarlet and Violet is a full-blown open world. So it takes a lot out of the game, and Game Freak is just not up to that at this stage. They're getting better, but I still feel like they need some more time to flesh out some kings. And I just really wish the Pokemon Company would give them a fucking break, because this game, had it been in the oven for just a couple more months, I think would have been, it would have been more polished. It would have been better tested. They would have been able to get rid of so many bugs, and it would have come out looking way more polished. But it's just the Pokemon Company. All they see is numbers, right? All they see is money and dollars, and the only way they can get to that money is if the rest of the franchise is able to live. And the rest of the franchise can't live until Game Freak makes the game. Which is idiotic, because if you think, oh, hey, I want this thing to be the best it could be, so I'm going to make it to where everybody's liking these games, so that the rest of everything can be good. But they don't see that. They don't care about the fans of the video game, because at the end of the day, what makes them the most money is TCG, it's the fucking plushies, it's the anime, which I have yet. I will say, I'm sorry, I haven't been able to watch the first 2 episodes of Pokemon Horizons that came out over the weekend, but I will be watching them and making the review. Hopefully either tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on my schedule and how everything goes. So, assuming everything goes good, I will be able to record that for you guys. I'm also trying to get the intro, because I want to make it. I want to make it a little different than what I've done in the past with my past episode reviews intros. I didn't have one for To Be a Master, because that was like an 11 episode series, and I really didn't think about that. So, oh yeah, the EA and the Sims franchise. My God, I don't know how they're still in business. Real talk, I really don't. And the worst part is it's 2 different companies. The Pokemon Company and Game Freak are 2 separate companies. So the fact that the Pokemon Company has so much control into how everything is done makes it that much worse. That's because they're not focused on the stability of the franchise. They just want everything else. Like, the games are what makes the franchise, yet they want the games to just exist for everything else. It should be the other way around. Everything else should exist for the games, right? If the games are good, then everything else is good. So I'm glad that Game Freak was able to outsource a couple things for this game. Talk to my manager. Yeah, real talk. Let me speak to the manager at Pokemon Company. Like, real talk. I would be like, bro, like, give them a break. Give them more time, more resources. Because, like, they outsource some stuff, right? They outsource some stuff for Scarlet and Violet. And you could tell there was definite things in here that were improved because of this outside help. But those people aren't stuck to that type of time constraint. Like, those game developers from those other companies that have made fantastic games, they're not under this time constraint. They never have been. If they need more time, they get more time. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it is in this business. Why would you rush things? There's just no reason for it. So I need somebody at Game Freak to, like, talk to the Pokemon Company and be like, bro, just give us a couple more months and then we'll make this the most goated thing in the world, and then you're gonna get money from not only your stuff but our stuff. Because, like, while the Pokemon games make a lot of money, like the main series Pokemon games, they make money. They don't make as much money, but they can make more money if they have more time to flesh this out. Yeah, people pay good money when shit is good. When shit is mediocre, people are like, I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just ridiculous. If they were able to listen to us and let Game Freak live, we would be in so much better. Get some water real quick. I have my water gallon here. Because, you know, I talk a lot, so. Water's refreshing. Where was I? But yeah, that's real talk. Even despite all that, I still think these games are freaking amazing. I would, like I said, I would put these, if they had a little bit more time in the oven, I would probably put them as my number 3. Because I said earlier, like Gen 5, Gen 3, and then Gen 2. But, and that's not in terms of, like, my favorite. My favorite is always going to be, like, it's Gen 3, Gen 5. And then, I don't think Gen 2 is that high. If in terms of my favorites, I don't think Gen 2 is that high. I think that it would be Gen 3, Gen 5, Gen 8, which is Sword and Shield, Arceus. Actually, I put Arceus above Sword and Shield. But I don't even know if you can consider Arceus a main series title. Even though it's developed by Game Freak, I don't know if you consider that main series title. So then, if you don't count Arceus, then it would be Sword and Shield. And then I would put Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then Gen 9. Because, but then again, I don't know, because I love the stories in Scarlet and Violet so much more than Sword and Shield. Goddamn, it's hard. It's hard. I really love these games. I do think they're marginally better than Sword and Shield, but, like, there was just so many bugs, so many glitches, so many graphical errors. There was just so much that I hesitate to put it above Sword and Shield. You know? Yeah, a little bit more attention to detail. These games would have been fucking goated. A lot more people would be praising these games if they had more time. I strongly believe if the games had been given at least until January. No, when they came out in October. I think that if they had given them until like January, February release, or even giving them a whole other fucking year, I don't give a fuck. Give them all the time in the world. These would probably be the best games according to a lot of people. I'm not joking. The attention to the story in these games were fucking amazing. Like in terms of story, in terms of stories, okay, in terms of the overarching story, the only games in the series that top this one is Black and White 2. It made Black and White. I still think Black and White 2 has the best story overall, but like Black and White is definitely up there. So it's like, would I put it above Black and White or not? I still think both Gen 5 stories are better than this, actually. And the only reason why I say that is because of the fucking Nimona arc. God damn. Okay, you know what? That's the next thing we're going to talk about. We're talking about the different arcs. The 3 storylines in Scarlet and Violet. My likes, dislikes, appreciations, annoyances, all that shit. We're going to talk about them in that order, okay? And we're going to talk about the Nimona stuff. Because goddamn, Nimona's the most fucking obnoxious rival we've had since fucking Barry. Hey, yeah. They're fucking hilarious. They're annoying, but they're fucking funny. But yeah, Nimona is... Okay. How do I say this without coming out as a fucking... like a complete asshole? Nimona's just so fucking boring. Like, you can't come from Hop. Right? You can't, like... Hop was such a goated fucking rival in Sword and Shield. And then you come to Nimona and she's fucking ass. I still, even after all this time, since I've beaten the game, and since I've beaten that storyline, and since I've whooped her ass, my god, she is so fucking boring, and she has no purpose in the story. You know, usually when you have a rival in a Pokemon game, you face them all the goddamn time to where they become a nuisance. You're like, oh, here we go again, have to deal with this fucking asshole. And then you beat their ass, and they go home crying because you beat their ass again. No, just kidding. Not all the rivals are like that. But most rivals, you're constantly being tested as a trainer. All the time. You're out here, you're grinding, you're learning with your partner, or your opponent. Your rival is always there to challenge you and show you how much you've progressed in the story and how good you are and all this stuff, right? Nimona does none of that. The whole gym leader challenge is the weakest part of this fucking game. And Nimona is a big part of that. Because she's set up to be this ultra powerful rival for you, right? She's supposed to be this goal of yours. Like your whole purpose for that part of the story and that treasure hunt is that you're supposed to challenge her at her best. Right? You're supposed to come at her and you're supposed to... Yeah, it's very repetitive at some point. But she's supposed to be coming at you and she's supposed to be like this peak trainer who's like at the top of her game. She beat the champion who I already said was weak as fuck. And she has all this praise from everybody. She's the student council president. She's this very OP chick, right? And the whole story, you battle her like 3 times before the ending. What's the point? And not only that, she comes at you with this whole, I'm not using my real team because I whoop your ass. Bitch, come at me. I want a challenge. Why the fuck are you so scared? You think are you afraid that I'm gonna whoop your ass? Your ultra powerful team that made you a champion in this region, like it got you to the champion ring. You're like, oh, this fucking newbie, he's gonna whoop my ass, and I'm gonna feel pathetic because I have this champion level team, and he's over here with this pathetic ass, like level 15 starter Pokemon coming out the gate. Bruh, now fuck that shit. So not only is she like belittling you by being like, oh, I'm not gonna go full on because I'm gonna destroy you if I do, right? So she doesn't do none of that shit. But then at the end of the game, she's fucking pathetic. Her team, okay, I'm gonna say she's not as bad as Gira, but her team was so bad. Like it had so many flaws, and I whooped her ass so bad. And she's like, "Oh my god, yeah, now we're on the same level." No, bitch, I've been above your level since like the third gym. Not in terms of like actual Pokemon levels, because her Pokemon like level 60s or some shit like that. But I mean, in terms of quality, she was fucking ass. Like, so like I hate that storyline. That's probably one of the things that sour this game. Nimona is just trash. And I feel bad saying that because I know a lot of people like her, but she's just so bad. I did not care for her or her goddamn story or her journey or none of that shit. I got more interactions with like the fucking Elite Four during her storyline than I did with her, which is fucking pathetic. But I will give that. The gym leaders and the Elite Four of this game were fucking goated. I love the fact that they interact with you a lot of the time. Especially Elite Four. I think it's been a while since. It's been a while since we've interacted with an Elite Four outside of like the actual like ending of the game. So that was nice to see. And the gym leaders were cool. I'm trying to remember, but like I like the fact that they all have their own distinct jobs outside of being a gym leader. Like you have Iono, who's a live streamer. You have Tulip, which is a fucking model. You have Grace, who is like a fucking snowboarder dude. The baker lady. What the fuck was his name? I forget his name, but it's the water gym leader. He was fucking goated. I loved him. What the hell was his fucking name? Oh god. I'm actually just gonna look at all the gym leaders because I don't remember them by name. Okay. Braces was the fucking other guy. Katie. So you have Katie, who's like a fucking baker. Generic ass name, I don't care, but she's like supposed to be like the first gym leader, but I didn't face her till like the fourth or something like that. Bracius is a fucking artist, but I still think he's a fucking sadist. You have Iono, she's a live streamer. Kofu, my man Kofu, that's the one. He is a fucking chef. I loved his gym challenge because it was like, oh, hey, Kofu forgot his fucking wallet, and he's not gonna be able to buy the thing he's gonna buy unless he has his wallet. So the gym challenge essentially get him his fucking wallet. So you gotta go to another fucking town, across the fucking desert. Right, at this point, you have almost no ability. Well, depending on what order you do shit. He was like my second gym leader, so I had like almost no abilities I'm right on yet. So it's a long ass trek through the fucking desert, and then you get to the other town where he's at, and you're like, hey bro, you dropped your wallet, and you're not gonna be able to buy the thing. And he's like, oh, you know what? That's cool, bro. Why don't you bet on this shit and get me this item? So then he gives you money. So you have to. You have to bid on this expensive ass item that he needs for his fucking cuisine. And he's like, bro, I trust you with my savings. I trust my restaurant to your skills. Go out there and bid your biddest and get me this fucking item. And you're like, fuck, if I don't do this right, I'm gonna tank this man's career. So I love that fucking gym challenge. It's the fucking best one. Larry's fucking good. I see so many people like standing Larry, and I give it up. Larry's fucking legit. Rhyme is whatever. The only thing I like about Rhyme is the fact that she's sisters with Time, which is the fucking math teacher in the fucking in the classroom and shit. That's the only cool thing about her. Like other than that, she's fucking generic. She's a fucking rapper or old ass lady. Yeah, it's fucking random as fuck, but it's fucking goated. I love that shit. And then, like I said, Tulip, which is the fucking model chick, who was like, "Oh, why don't you come with me and be a supermodel and show the world what's up?" And then the Grusha is the skater dude, which people are like saying, He's like a fucking guy that looks like a girl. Man, we don't talk about that shit here. But all like I said, besides Ryan, all the other gym leaders are fucking great. But like Kofu's gym challenge is the fucking best one. Like hands down, my favorite. That's the only good thing about that storyline. Fuck Nimona. I'm gonna say that again. Fuck Nimona. Like the only thing that matters is the fucking gym leaders in the Elite Four. They're fucking cool. I guess from there we can move on to the other storyline, the Team Starfall shit. Oh god, you know what? Before the games came out, I used to talk so much shit about that story. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the weakest one. It's gonna be pathetic. I'm gonna hate it. I'm not gonna bother with it that much. I'm just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be there in the background. I'm gonna do it every once in a while." But boy, was I fucking wrong when I did that first fucking mission. I think what was it? I don't think it was the fire one. Maybe it was the fire one. The Miliona, whatever the fuck her name's. The chick that kept showing off in the fucking trailers. When I fucking did that story, bruh, there's no way. Fuck that shit. Yeah, cancel fucking Nimona. Fuck that bitch. Nobody fucking cares about her. Fucking weak ass character. Nobody fucking gives a shit. The Team Starfall storyline is like the biggest glow up for me in terms of like, I'm gonna hate this story to like, this is fucking amazing. And the only reason for that is because the characters were great. I loved every single one of the Team Star leaders and their whole reasoning for everything they were doing. Like, because at the beginning of the game, they're shown off to be this ruffian group. They're like, oh, these guys are fucking assholes that they're bullying kids and they're over here destroying the school and making a mockery of the system and shit like that. But nah, bro, these people were the ones that were being bullied. They were ostracized. They were basically kicked out from their old fucking the school by these assholes that were picking on them. And then they were like, nah, son, none of this shit. And then like they got Penny. Well, Penny didn't really see them, but like she got them as a group, and they're like, we're gonna do this shit. We're gonna stand up to these bullies. And then the fucking bullies bitched out. They're like, peace, we're not dealing with this shit. And they dropped out of school. You're like, the fuck, you fucking bitches? You're over here picking on all these fucking students. The one moment they bounce back, you're like, oh, fuck, I don't want none of this. I'm out. Later. Yeah. Like, bruh. No. That story was so fucking heartbreaking. And I felt so bad for these guys because all this time was like, you guys are going to be fucking pathetic as fuck. And then, like, nah, son. Nah. I will protect them with my... I'm not... Like I said, they're not Arven level, but I love all these fucking guys. They're all great. And the fact that they're such a tight group, right? Like, every time you beat one of them, you get a little bit of their backstory and how the group came to be and how they were each given their roles by everybody else. Like, you're like, bro, there's no way these guys deserve any of the fucking hate they get. Which I'm actually eventually going to do a video because I'm sick and tired of people talking about evil teams in this fucking games. Because we haven't had a fucking evil team since X and Y. Because I don't consider Team Skull an evil team. I don't even consider the Team Aether a fucking evil team. But that's a video for another time. But it is coming. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because people keep talking about these evil teams in the games, and Game Freak is not doing that shit no more. At least that's not what it seems like. But yeah, Team Starfall, like that story got to me. I will admit it got to me, and I felt bad for Penny. I was like, I didn't want to beat her ass. I really did it. Her team was pathetic, but that's because she's not supposed to be a strong trainer. The other guys are supposed to be the beast, right? They're the muscle of everything. Speaking of which, fucking Eri was fucking great. Shit, the fucking fighting? Was she fighting? I think she was. Yeah, the fighting one. Fuck, fucking Eri. I would be fucking scared as shit to run into her. But like all of them were great. And Penny Penny was cool. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with that. But now finally, let's talk about my boy Arvin. Bruh, okay, so Arvin, I will protect Arvin. Okay, Arvin is my boy, and I will defend him. Nobody better come for him, because he doesn't deserve nothing but love and attention and care. Because it's fucking asshole of a dad or mom, depending on which game you play. Yeah, fuck them. I still don't know why they decided not to show you the other parent in the game, right? Because, like, if you play Scarlet, then you're dealing with Professor Sada, right? If you're playing Violet, you're dealing with Professor Turo, right? They're both his parents. Why the fuck do we not see the other one in the game that does not correspond to them being the final boss? Why? Because that would have made this thing so much better. Because then you could be like, oh, you're both assholes. But no, we don't get to see that. We only get to see the perspective from one of the parents and fuck the other one. Like, I know that in the lore of the game, the other parent is long gone or whatever. And then you're dealing with their remaining parent. And then you go from there. But, like, I just wish we would have seen them. Like, there's no reason why we shouldn't have even, like, at least acknowledged that they existed. But my boy Art, that fucking story, like, dude, the fucking Titans, while they weren't as cool as I wanted them to be, and I wish they were, but just a little bit more challenging, Iron Threads whipped my ass, though. I will say that. I got fucking mollywopped by Iron Threads. But, like, my boy Arvin, that story, everything about him and Masbativ, that name is gonna kill me. The fucking dog. It hurt, right? The fact that this man is out here putting his life on the line to get these fucking herbs just so he can cure his fucking dog. My boy Arvin, I need to put him in a bubble and protect him from all the bad things in this world because he does not deserve it, okay? He's out here taking care of business. And then his fucking parent of an asshole is like, oh, I'm going to abandon you for my research, and then I'm going to fucking die because of my research, and you're going to have to stop my AI from taking over the world because I didn't do a good enough job because all I care about was my fucking research. Fuck Turo. Fuck Sada. My boy Arvin deserved none of that shit. Hashtag protect Arvin. My boy Arvin did not deserve none of the shit he got. And he was goated from the start. Right? Okay, no, that's a lie. That's actually a lie. My bad. I should not say that. But at the beginning of the game, he's an asshole. When he just, like, throws Miraidon or Koraidon at you, like, I don't want this shit. You deal with it. That was an asshole move. But when you think about it, from his perspective, it's this thing that caused the shit to happen in the lab. Right? It's not because he hates Miraidon and Koraidon. It's just that he can't look at the thing because his asshole of a parent was like, hey, lab went to shit, you take this. And you're just like, bruh, what is this? My fucking dog almost died, and you're just sending me out with this fucking creature that caused this whole thing. And you're just like, bruh. But, like, seriously, Arvin has the best fucking story. Every time you get to him and you get to know him and his past, and you get to hear about his story, and you just know that this boy had no parental guidance in his life. None of his parents fucking gave a shit. That's fucking ass. This boy was out here living by himself because his parent was... I'm sorry, I just get sad. Yeah, my boy Arvin didn't deserve none of that. But he even went down. He's the reason why we were able to get down to Area Zero. He was there taking care of business with us. And he even put his life... Wait, was he the first one? I don't remember. No, Nimona was the first one in the Area Zero that stepped up. But that's just because the bitch likes to battle. That's not even because she wanted to protect her. She's like, oh, I just want to battle this shit. But he steps in to help out because you're his friend. And he even talks about it. Like, when you guys are down there and you're all chit-chat. By the way, this game needed some fucking voice acting. I swear to God. That fucking banter, when you get to Area Zero, it would have been so much better if you actually hear it. Like, people talking. If you could hear voices saying, oh, no, shit, he's my best friend. No, man, he's my best friend. No, man, he's my best friend. But bro, Aaron was not standing for none of this shit. He's like, I'm the best friend of the main. I'm the main C's best friend. None of you guys can say shit about it. We've been through some shit. That fucking banter should have been fucking voice acting. There should be fucking voice acting in this goddamn game. Why is it that we're in 2023 and Pokemon, the main series, doesn't have fucking voice acting in the fucking game? Like, listen. I understand that Pokemon is, like, Game Freak is just a little bit behind the time. They're like, I don't know if I want to do this, right? Maybe they're like, I'm not sure if we can handle this. Because even Zelda took their fucking sweet ass time getting voice acting in the fucking game. Like, you don't even need to give the MC some voice acting, right? We don't really need that yet. But for fuck's sakes, give me the fucking, the side characters, give them something. There were so many fucking cutscenes in this goddamn game that would have been highly elevated with some good ass voice acting, and they didn't fucking do it. I swear to God, if we get to Gen 10 and there's not at least a little bit of fucking voice acting in the games, I'm gonna fucking riot. Cause there's no way we're this late into the game and we have no fucking voice acting. I swear to God, this is ridiculous. We should not be in this state. We need to hear these voices because you have seeds. You have very impactful seeds that do not, and I mean do not, get the impact they deserve because you can't hear the fucking characters say shit. Oh my God, I'm so fucking done. I'm sorry, I got fucking muted there, but you need to understand. I fucking love this franchise. It's been overtaken by Fire Emblem. It has, because Fire Emblem is fucking good. I have not been able to buy Engage because I just do not have the money for it. But it is on my way. It's on the way. I'm gonna buy the game. I'm gonna fucking enjoy it, just like every other Fire Emblem game I'm gonna play. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, my boy Ari. I wanted a fucking huge ass stand-in for fucking voice acting. I completely skipped out on the whole point of it. Arvin needs some fucking voice acting. Like, give my boy Arvin. I can't wait for him to be in fucking Pokemon Masters and have a goddamn voice and be like, that's my boy Arvin. Pokemon Masters EX, the only fucking Pokemon game that has fucking voice acting. Why does a goddamn mobile game have voice acting, but the main fucking series does not? It's not even that hard. I'm sorry, it's probably not in the budget. I'm out of it. I am so out of it. What else is there to say? I don't think there's anything like major else. I guess I could talk about the ancient ruin shit. There's no way to do that without a fucking guide. I was not gonna spend 20 fucking hours looking for these fucking sticks on. Okay, let me put this in perspective. When I was playing through the game normally, I would run into the stakes. I had no idea what they were about. I was just like, oh, what the fuck is this? And I would open it, like I would click on it and be like, oh, I disappeared. Oh, yeah, that's true. There's other priorities. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have money for that shit right now. Right? We don't have money for that right now. That needs to wait. That's not our priority. We have other things to deal with. And like me buying Fire Emblem Engage right now is not like top of the list. What was I saying? I got lost. Oh, right. The fucking state. Okay, so I had no idea what they were about. I personally, excuse me, when I initially ran into these things, I thought they had to do with Ceruledge. Okay? I thought that's how you evolve Charchadet, or whatever the fuck you call the fucking thing. I thought that's how you evolved into a Ceruledge. By the way, the evolution shit is not the special evolution. They are not mentioned anywhere in this goddamn game, and I would have not known about that had I not researched it. That's a side tangent. So I thought these things were for Ceruledge, and like in Pokemon Scarlet, they looked a little different for Amrus. But no, I was like, these things are so common. I highly doubt that was that special. But so when I initially was like, okay, so I need to find these things, for what the fuck was her name? The teacher chick, the history buff lady. She's like, oh, there's these ruins and there's these things in there, and I would like to know more about them. So then you're tasked with capturing all 4 of these fucking beasts, and that was a fucking nuisance. So when I went out to look for it, okay, how the fuck do I get these guys? And I find out, oh, these fucking stakes that you've been picking up randomly and destroying them one by one throughout the course of the fucking game. That's how you open these things. Oh, and guess what? There's no easy way to differentiate where these fucking things are. There's no clues in the goddamn game. Use a guide. And I had to use a guide. There's no fucking... I was not going to spend 20 hours looking over this goddamn huge-ass map for these fucking stakes that you can barely see unless you're right there in the fucking place, because the camera and the distance ratio, whatever the fuck of the game, is so out of whack that things clip out and in existence. So there's no way you're going to know where the fucking thing is unless you're right there in front of it. And some of these were hidden as fuck. So, yeah, you have to use a guide for that. So I used a guide and I found all of them. And I was going one by one. And I got them all. Qianbao, Wo Qian, Qian Wu, and Qiyu. I got all the fucking little bitches. And, yeah, they're all broken. They're all broken. And competitive, they're broken. Qiyu is banned. Qianbao was on the chopping block. I don't know if it got banned or not. Ting Lu is fucking broken. Even in VGC, he's a fucking menace. And then Wo Qian is like the weakest one, but people are still like using it. Either way, these fucking things are they were a nuisance. Okay, they were a fucking nuisance. And the fucking tournament at the end was fucking pathetic because I beat everybody's ass. I honestly want to know how they determine who you face in that tournament, because like at the end of the day you face Gita in the finals. I don't know if everybody faces Gita in the finals, but like I faced the gym teacher, Arvin, your homeroom teacher, and then Gita. So I don't know if it's different for everybody or if there's like a specific path to decide who the fuck you face in the finals. But I won. I beat everybody's ass. Gita's fucking pathetic. Real talk. Oh, I guess one last thing I could talk about that I really liked about the game. And like I said, the fucking side characters make the game. The fucking school shit. I did not know about the whole mechanic of you hanging out with your goddamn teachers, and then you were able to like get friendship points with them, and then they give you an item at the end. Like, who would have thought of that? I don't know how many people found out about that. Because I don't know how many people spend time in the fucking in the classroom. Like, you take all the classes and you take the exams and all that shit, and then after you're done with all of that, you're actually able to interact with your teachers outside of class. Well, actually, I don't know if you need to do all the classes to do that. But the fact of the matter is you can actually talk. Excuse me. You can talk to all your teachers and the nurse and the principal, and then you can increase your bonds with them. Like, you literally, like, start doing things with them, and then you get, like, what's it called? Character-specific cutscenes with them, and then as the more you grow with them, then they get closer to you, they're open up to you, and then at the end of the day, they give you like an item. None of the items actually mattered, but it's the fact of the matter that I honestly felt like I was playing Persona. Like, I was breaking the confidant of these fucking characters. I think the nurse has one of the best stories because she's like, oh, I wanted to be a teacher, but because I was too afraid, I didn't do it, and so I'm just a nurse. But then because of you helping her through her concerns and all that shit, and you constantly talk to her throughout the school, you eventually are able to get her to take the exam to become a teacher. And so at the end of it, you're like, oh, hey, I'm gonna be a teacher next year, and you're like, oh, cool. So that's it. Oh, it sus that you get to hang out with the teacher. Nah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That actually is kind of sus. But like you're building confidences with your fucking teachers, and they're all old as fuck, and you're like this young ass man or young student. Because like, well, actually, I don't know how old these kids are in Scarlet and Violet because they're not 10, right? That's one of the things that I'm sick and tired of a lot of people speculating. It's like, oh, the fucking you're 10 years old and every fucking year. No, you're not. In Black and White, you were 12. And then in X and Y, you were 15. I don't know how old you are in Sun and Moon, but it's not that much younger than that. And Sword and Shield, you have to be in your 15. You have to be 15. There's no fucking way in hell. Victor and Gloria do not. They cannot be less than 16. Maybe I'll give you 15, but not. But like these kids in Scarlet and Violet, I don't fucking know, man. Let me see if I see some. If I see some things in here, ooh, what the fuck are these? Juliana? The fuck? Florian. What are these fucking names? Do they say how old they are? Because there's no way they're not. They can't be that young. Pro tags. Oh, I was wrong. You were 16 in Black and White. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is ridiculous. They're 12. They're technically 12 years old in Scarlet and Violet, and Nimona is 16. So you have this. Wait, hold on. Now I'm seeing something else here. Hold on. No, this is something else. Never mind. I thought I saw something else, but no. I read. There was another thing that was saying, "Oh, they're fucking 14," but no. Either way, they're between 12 and 14. So either way, that's young as fuck. And their teachers are all over the place. No, man. I'll give you that. That's sus as fuck. Oh, yeah, thank you, Blob. Yep, we got a cute little puppy, you and I. You can say we. I already technically stated in the Q&A that you and I are married, so. But yeah, we got a new dog. I think she's in the room. On the other side of the house. I can't hear her. I might show her in a video. Or like in a short. I've been doing a lot more shorts recently, so I might. I've been thinking of doing one with all the pets, but that's gonna take a moment. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. This went on a completely different tangent than I thought it was in. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of like the game. The games are great. The DLC's coming out in sometime between September and November, and then we're gonna get another one in December. I really don't know why they decided to do 2 fucking DLC packs back to back, but that's the way they decided to do it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else in terms of these games that I really feel like I need to talk about. Once again, I will say the special evolutions were not specified anywhere in the game. Hello, King Juan Afton, how's it going? You can't stay incognito, Blob. Everybody knows. Everybody already knows. I put the name on blast in the Q&A, so you can't stay incognito anymore. What was I saying? Oh right, the fucking the special evolutions in the game. They don't specify shit at all, and that makes me so upset. Because some of these evolutions I would have never known. And if I had never known, I wouldn't have been able to do shit about them. So, like, I had my fucking, what the fuck was it called? These Pokemon names are going to take me a while to remember. But, oh, yeah, we were talking about, we were basically reviewing the game, King Juan. I was basically talking about my entire view on the games. What the hell was it called? Capsakid. Yeah. I had Capsakid for so fucking long because I didn't know you had to evolve with a fucking Firestone. And then the stupid Pikachu clone of this game. See, I'm going to get... Eventually, I'm going to learn all these names because I have to because I'm a Pokemon fan. Yeah, Blop, I have you everywhere. Everywhere. Is it? No, Palmot is the final evolution. Yeah, I don't know how to get Palmot. So I had the other evolution, the Palmo. I had Palmo for so long. I didn't know you needed to fucking walk with the guy for 1,000 in-game steps with the fucking thing running. And then it evolves. I'm like, what? I would have never known that. And none of this is specified anywhere in the game, mind you. So that was something. Let's see if there's any other Pokemon I can remember. Oh, Tandemaus. That one was also weird. It's like, oh, you just walk around with the fucking thing, and eventually it'll evolve without you knowing. What? Let's see if there's any other special evolutions I forgot about. I'm looking through the Pokedex right now. So I need to get all the way to Gen 9. Okay, there we are. Gen 9. Let's see. I didn't do any of those. None of those. Oh, yeah, the Ceruledge shit. So you're talking to me, King Juan? Hi, I'm Soresan. How's it going? What was it? You need to get like a bunch of these. You need to get an item which you can only get if you gather some drops from, I don't remember what Pokemon it was, and then you give it to this one lady in this one town. And she gives you this item, and then you give it to your charge today, and then evolve. And you're like, what? How would I have known none of that? How do you change the form of Rotom? Let me check. I'll tell you right now how you get that. I'll get that information for you real quick. Because I have not caught Rotom, but I'll tell you what I find here. Let's see. What time is it over here? It's about to turn to 11 p.m. We are in Atlantic Standard Time. Okay, so... Okay, so apparently, according to what I'm seeing here, you need to get the Rotom catalog. let's see. You can get it at Puerto Marinetta at the auction for 500 Poké Dollars. Once you have that, you can open it in the bag, and then you click on which form you want Rotom to change to. So as soon as you go to the auction in Puerto Marinetta, and you get that one particular item, which is the Rotom catalog, then you'll be able to switch it to between whatever form you want. Hope that helps, King One. And hearts to you too, buddy. Where was I? Okay, right, the other ones. So that one's that. All these ones were whatever. I don't think I evolved any of these guys. Oh, I haven't even dealt with Palafin. I didn't do none of that. Oh, Varoom. I think Varoom had a special one too, right? Let me see. Oh no, that's just level 40. That's fine. I thought you had a special evolution, but you didn't. Who else? I don't think Glimmer. Oh, Satado, which you need an Ice Stone for. I didn't know that shit. I don't think I did. Yeah, none of these other ones I had any issues with. Oh, Gimme Ghoul? Fuck that shit. You need to fucking get Golden Go? You need a shit ton of these fucking Gimme Ghoul coins? Fuck that nonsense. Hell no, I ain't dealing with none of that shit. I think that's it. Yeah, there was a couple out there that you're just like, the fuck? That's dumb, but I just wish it was more clear of how to evolve some of these mons, because at the end of the day, if you have to look it up, that's bad. Okay, there should be some indication in the game of how to evolve some of these mons, because it's like, how do you experiment? You're not gonna know. But I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was anything else in game that I wanted to talk about to bring up. But I guess one last thing we can do is rank them. Oh, thank you. Ranking of the stories. Arven's story with the Titans, number 1. Number 2 is the Starfall Street storyline. And then number 3 is the Gym Leader Challenge storyline. Because fuck Nimona. But the gym leaders are cool. So it's like mixed bag. But it's definitely the bottom of the 3. Like, I put the other 2 above it any day. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else in terms of like the games. I guess what I can do is eventually when the DLC comes out and I play through the DLC, excuse me, I could do like a discussion on my thoughts on the DLC, like kind of like what I did with Sword and Shield's DLC. Although I didn't really do like a full-blown video on that, now that I remember. I'll figure something out. But I think that's not gonna be it for this stream. I wanna make a note of it in this stream at the end, but I'm gonna make a video about it hopefully tomorrow. I will be participating in a charity event for our Fighting Cancer for Children with St. Baldrick's Foundation. I have my own personal link for people to donate, so I'm going to be getting that squared away, and I will get that video out tomorrow, and I will try to have the link as available as possible in most of the videos that come out before I start, because the thing doesn't start till like the 23rd, I think is when it is, when the actual campaign starts, but I was told we can start getting donations before. So, but I'll make an announcement video of that tomorrow. Like I said, if you guys are just joining now, I apologize, but you can watch the playback on the channel. And always feel free to join the Crockxen clan here and leave suggestions for video topics you would like to see. I'm a very, very open book, and I love making content for the fans. So if there's anything in particular, you can look in the catalog of videos on my channel and be like, oh, I'd like you to do something similar to this, or I would like you to make a video about something like this. Kirby play. Oh, yes. Back there. Yes, it belongs to my wife. I got it for her. No, wait. No, that one was a gift from my mother to my wife. But yeah, that is a Kirby plush back there. We have a lot of plush. Like up there, we got a Lugia one, my favorite Pokemon of all time, my channel mascot. Espeon, my favorite evolution. I don't know if you can see it from there. There's a couple plushies here. And my amiibo collection's up there as well. We got plushies in the other room too, but because we still haven't found a place for them. But yeah, we have a bunch of shit. Get some more water. Well, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm glad the stream connection got better at the end. I was getting a little worried about that. Oh, King Juan. Yeah, that's hers. Blop is my wife. So that's technically her plush. And let me see. The seal is hers. And then let me see what else you can see from the camera's angle right here. I'll tell you exactly what else. I don't think you can see it. No, I don't think you can see it. We have a lot in a bin that we have no place for. So yeah, well, as soon as we get those things squared away, we might get some more. You know what? I would love to get another bookshelf to put right there on that wall. And then we can put all your plushies there. And then the ones that go in our bedroom too. We have a couple of ones in another bedroom. That are just there sitting in like wait. What was I gonna say? Yeah. But I think that's gonna be it for this particular stream. As I mentioned I think I posted it as a community post. I'm pretty sure I did. My channel. Community. Yeah, so I will be doing weekly streams on Sundays. My wife was like, hey, get this money, get this bag, start doing this work. So we have a plan to where Sundays are going to be my stream days, and then videos and sporadically. I have a couple videos that I have like jotted down that I need to make. There's so many videos I need to do. Let me see. I'll let you guys know exactly the ones that are coming up that I need to do. So that's the wrong place. I have them in my notes. Right here. I have the Pokemon is done with villain teams. I'm doing a top 10 Smash Ultimate Characters video that's coming out. My Journey with Ash video, which is still on the works, which is basically my journey with my entire history with Ash. We are doing the review of Pokemon Horizons episodes 1 and 2, and then I forget what else. I think I didn't write it down, but I know there's another video that I don't have. The anime time, Inuyashiki, which I still haven't done. And my favorite Pokemon is Lugia, Mr. King Juan. It is the channel mascot. You will see it everywhere on my channel, on all my socials. My boy Lugia, favorite mon of all time. You can see the bottom half of the plushie right there, which is the big Lugia plush that I have. So he's been my favorite since Pokemon 2000 came out. And it's just been growing ever since then. But yeah, I concur with Block. Thank you guys so much for watching and participating in the stream. Hope to see you guys in the next one next Sunday. Where I'm still debating on what I'm gonna do in the stream next Sunday, because I don't think actually no, I think next Sunday is when I start the campaign. Yeah, okay, so next Sunday is gonna be the first episode or the first, I guess, part of my campaign for fighting against children's cancers. Yeah, my mom is cool. She's the best. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. So next Sunday will be Pokemon Emerald. I hope to eventually get something to block out that kind of sound. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, next Sunday we will be playing Pokemon Emerald with donation goals and stuff like that to help raise awareness and research for children's cancer, so we can fight against it and move forward. So I'll be doing that. I'm almost done setting up my campaign, so I'm pretty sure that if I have it done by tomorrow, when I do my next video with the announcement, I'll have the link for it. And so it'll be in the description of that video, plus all the other videos I make during the week, and then it'll be live on the stream on next Sunday. That noise was cars, Mr. King Juan. They drive like maniacs outside. Like, I live near a main road. So then, and this is the office room, right? So it's in the closest part of the house to the road. So you just hear people driving like fucking maniacs all over every goddamn night. You just go woo, and it's a nuisance. So I want to get some noise canceling in this fucking room, but yeah, that costs money, and money that is not a priority right now. So, you know, it'll eventually come. But yeah, so I keep stalling. I think I'm gonna leave it off there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for joining. Like I said, you can watch the playback on the channel once. I think as soon as I end the stream, it'll like re-upload as a regular video, but in the stream section of the channel. So you can watch it from the beginning to end to hear all my thoughts on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show the footage. I might make that a compilation that I do for the future, that I just post as a quick little video with not a lot of editing and no voice from me, and just do like a random clips and then post it, you know, like montage of glitches and stuff that happened in my playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet Violet, with some funny music in the background. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. For this review, because technically this is a review, and just a bunch of nonsense, right? I like to talk. I used to do these a lot back in the day, so hopefully by coming back to it, we can do regular vlog streams. You guys can bring in topics. We'll have discussions and all that stuff. So I think we're gonna leave it off there for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, one more time, thank you guys so much for joining and participating. Thank you guys in the chat. You guys are great. Hope to see you guys in future streams. And as always, if there's any kind of content you would like on the channel, you can post it on any of my videos, in the community tab, anywhere you guys want. On Twitter, hit me up, SoresanCrockxen on Twitter. You can also suggest videos there. I have a Discord that's in the link that you guys can join and participate. Talk with me one-on-ones and all that stuff. Well, not one-on-ones per se, but I'm always in the chat, so I'm always there lingering around and talking with a bunch of people. So, but that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow with the charity announcement and the other stuff. So, thank you guys one more time, and I will see you guys in future videos and streams. Goodbye.